Welcome, you have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review is Strangers Chapter 1. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. Let's go over the cast. Get this out the way. Madeleine Pitch as Maya. Freud Gutierrez as Ryan. Ryan Bound as Jeff Morrell. And that's it. So, what can I say? The synopsis read: after their car breaks down in an eerie small town, a couple is forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. Panic ensues as they are terrorized by three mad strangers who strike with no mercy and seemingly no motive. Now, there were rumors that this was supposed to be a prequel, but I think they were just rumors. I don't think this was actually supposed to be made out to be a prequel. I think if the rumor prequels is supposed to be out there, I think in chapter 2 or something like that, they're going to do a prequel. And the way it ended, it kind of ended like the original Halloween ended, and Laurie ended up in the hospital the next day, or same night rather. It's looking like that right now. So nevertheless, let's get into the story. It starts off with a man running through the forest. He gets killed. Then it goes to the scene where the couple are driving down the road and almost crash. They pull over to a diner because they're hungry, and they run into one group that they speak to, and they find out they have an anniversary. They find out that she's not actually married, so they kind of make a smart remark to the boyfriend saying, "Hey, you've been around her 5 years and you ain't put a ring on it." So he kind of made a smart remark back. He's just waiting for his food. They come out and the car won't start, so that triggers them. Okay, where are we going to stay at? So just so happened there's a Airbnb cabin that the people in the town could take them to. Like, this movie, they get the green light to these movies, and it's almost like once they get the green light, they got a certain deadline to meet, and they just, whatever storyline they got, they just run with it and just put it out there, get the actors and perform it, and then that's it, because there's no creativity here. So that's why I said the rumors on a prequel. I'm not sure this was supposed to be made as a prequel, because they were doing video call. They're talking about Airbnbs, and it's just like anything that could have went wrong. All the obvious flags. You're in a small town. Car breaks down. Y'all gonna stay in a remote cabin. This day and time, somebody would have took a Lyft or Uber somewhere if it was in that area. Taxi cab somewhere and got a lift to the area where it's population, and it's getting a hotel, not leaving your car there, having the local whoever fix your car. Talking about they had to get a new alternator. They go to this cabin. They get driven by the town's waitress, and they get to this cabin, and of course somebody knocks on the door looking for Tamara, and just looking real weird. Conveniently, there is a motorcycle there. The boyfriend, he doesn't have his inhaler, so of course you got that for dramatics. He needs his inhaler through the whole movie, and he goes off back down to where the car was. His car is, to get the inhaler. He gets into it with the mechanic for a little bit, and then he grabs his inhaler, and then he goes to the local spot to get something to eat, and then he runs into the couple that he seen earlier in the day. So why that couple look like they in a town, or they hanging out? Just so many flags. This could have been done better. And he sees weird people again fixing his food. And of course, while he's back on the motorcycle, his girlfriend Maya, she's left back at the cabin, and the stranger people are walking around the house while she's taking a shower. They're seeing her. He comes back, and they start to eat the food. They find out there's blood dripping from the ceiling, and now the events begin. By this time, it's probably maybe 30 minutes left in the film, something like that. It's a short film. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. And the dramatics happen. Of course, the boyfriend eventually gets shotgun, and he shoots a man. You don't know if this man is supposed to be the owner of the cabin, but you don't know if it was the owner or it was one of the stranger people. But it's looked at the owner, and they try to jump in his car and get away. Of course, they didn't get away. They did a split, and there was a moment where Maya got captured by one of the female stranger person, and then Ryan, he was out there, and he had the female stranger person did the rights with the shotgun pointed to her head, and of course he just talks, and he doesn't blow her head off. Like, get more creative with these movies. Like, just he should just blown her head off. I would rather seen that and more action packed. But he didn't, and then a man stranger guy came and knocked him out. So they set them both down. The moment of truth, stabbed them both, kicked the chairs over. They both bled out. Well, so you believe he bled out first, and then when they kicked her over, when Maya was in the forest hiding, she was able to get phone service, and she called the police, and of course they tracked her phone. And by the time they heard the cops coming, the stranger people jumped in their car, ran out. The cops came, and it showed at the end of the movie, it showed Maya in the hospital, like Laurie Strode was in Halloween 1, at the end of Halloween 1, and of course Halloween 2, the originals, not the remake trilogy, the originals. Halloween 2 was about Michael Myers coming to the hospital where she was at. So maybe this is what they're gonna do. Money grab, money grab. Don't waste your time watching it. Maybe when it comes out on a streaming platform for free, then you watch it. Just take this review and do it as you may. Out of my 4-star rating system, I give this movie a 1 out of 4 stars. It just, it's not the worst, but hey, it wasn't, it's just there. Just there. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.